World War II. It was one of the bloodiest wars in history and ended, if I can say, in a bang. Multiple nations took part in the fight. There were obviously Germany, Japan, and the United States, and Great Britain too. But there were some minor countries that took part in the fight, like Poland, Romania, and even us, Canada. But the country that will be under the spotlight today is Russia. Russia was seen by the Axis as an ally who needed to be put down. On the 1st of September 1939, Russia and Germany launched the campaign of Poland. This is the start of World War II. Let's start by looking at the plot of both the book and the movie. They both have the same setting, which is the Battle of Stalingrad. What exactly is Stalingrad, you'll say? Stalingrad, now known as Volgograd, was a city situated on the Volga River, and to which both Hitler and Stalin attached great importance. The city was of great importance for the Russians, since it was the last line of defense of the oil fields of the East, and losing these fields would mean lose the war. For Hitler, it was basically a matter of pride to take the city that bore Stalin's name. He ordered his army into Stalingrad and initiated a battle that would last months. Every corner, every building, heck, every pebble had to be fought over. It was crucial for Stalingrad to stay in the Soviets' hand. After 5 months of fighting, the Soviets successfully encircled the Germans, who had an order of no retreat. Every soldier fought for his life, but it was ultimately a Soviet victory. From now on, the road to Berlin was opened. So, are the book and movie the same story? This battle is known for being the bloodiest battle of World War II, and it is clearly depicted in the book, but not that much in the movie. They both have their way to show it, and both are actually pretty good. In the book, they state that the expected life of a Russian soldier in the Red Army during the Battle of Stalingrad was under 24 hours long. They also state that the amount of killed, wounded, and captured soldiers adds up to 1.7 to 2 million. In the movie, though, they show it, but in a brief sequence, since it's not the focus of the film. After a night of fighting in the streets, the hero and one of his friends are in a makeshift HQ, and they are with multiple soldiers. Everyone is drunk, playing music, loud, playing cards, enjoying life. And when the hero asks why everyone is like that, his friends answer with, well, we don't know if we're gonna be here tomorrow. So, if they have the same setting, they must have a lot in common. Well, not at all. The only two things that are relatively the same are the name, which even differs, and the setting. So, how can they be so different? Well, the movie is centered around one man, Vasily Zaitsev, who is a sniper in the Red Army. He had started his life as a shepherd in the Ural and was trained at a young age with a rifle by his grandfather. Called into service in 1942, he arrived at Stalingrad, where he would fight for the motherland and claim the life of countless Germans. During a push, he used impressive marksmanship to take down a multitude of Germans and save both himself and his soon-to-be friend Commissar Danilov. With a new commander arriving in Stalingrad to take over the command and ensure Soviet victory, and with one of the best snipers of the Third Reich, Erwin Koenig, being called to take Vasily down, you can surely expect some marksmanship from this movie. From now on, it's a sniper and information fight. Both sides try to have the advantage and to shoot first. It finally comes down to pure marksmanship, and our hero walks off as the winner. On the other end, the book is purely information. It centers around the moves and the strategies that were used by both sides to get an edge on the fighting. It does not center around any unit, since it's basically a written report of the battle. Every unit, division, and armored company that took part in the fight are listed in the book, ensuring a total knowledge of the fighting capabilities of each side. The book does mention a sniper duel between Vasily and another sniper, but the story of the movie is pure fiction. It was after killing the sniper that Vasily learned he had shot the head of Berlin sniper school while looking at his dog tag. So, can we say that Zaitsev was fictional? Not at all. Vasily was one of the best snipers in the Red Army. The reason why he is so known is for one fact. He used the regular Moses Nagant issue rifle and the iron sight it had on it. This is just plain crazy. An iron sight is meant for close quarter or medium range shooting, and yet he achieved some impressive distance kill with his iron sight. This is depicted in the start of the movie. The story with Koenig in the movie is pure fiction, since in the movie Vasily knows who he is fighting and knows he is the head of the sniper school in Berlin. In reality, no one knew about the sniper that was after Vasily, since Germany had asked complete radio silence about the moving German sniper. And to top it off, the name Koenig was not even mentioned once in the book. So, are the book and movie historically accurate? Well, the book is, but the movie is pure historical fiction. In the book, no details are left behind, and everything is taken into account. Near the end of the book, and of the battle, the book talks about who failed to protect the flanks of the German 6th Army, and they linger in detail almost every day of January where the Germans were fighting for their lives. On the other side, the movie centers around Vasily, so is the story of Vasily accurate? Well, no, as I said. Not even his love story with Tanya, a female sniper, did occur. She was a sniper that learned from him, but they did not have a relation. It is safe to say that the only part that is historically accurate in the movie is the fact that Vasily was really someone, and the battle in which Vasily fought. And now we come to the historical accuracy of the weapons that are shown in the movie and mentioned in the book. In the book, the name of the vehicle are very generic, and they prefer to use their aliases instead of their full name. That's why they mention the Panzertree and not the Panzerkampfwagentree, since it's known to all as the Panzertree. No guns are mentioned in the book, except for the PPSH and the Moses Nagant rifle. Both guns were used during Stalingrad, so there's no error on the historical accuracy of their weapon. In the movie, though, a lot of planes, guns, and tanks are shown on the screen. That's why you can see the Stuka 87 that entered service in 1937 during the crossing of the river. They are the plane that bombs and shoot the boat that are crossing the river on which Vasily is. The Panzer III that is shown entered service in 1937. This tank is near the fountain at the start of the movie, and it's the tank on which a soldier is while he's shooting at bodies in the fountain. There's one thing they did not get right though. The movie shows a tank that entered service in 1943. The movie taking place in 1942, this tank was still in development. The guns, on the other hand, are accurately all guns that were used in Stalingrad. But the gun that Vasily uses has its bolt on the left instead of on the right, where it should be, because the Moses Nagant rifle was a bolt action rifle, meaning you had to manually load each bullet from the clip in the chamber. In conclusion, the movie and the book both tell the story of the Battle of Stalingrad, but the book tries to just tell what happened, and the movie only uses it to situate itself in time. Well, if you ask me, I really like both of them. I mean, the book and the movie. The book is heavy on the information, though. You really gotta love World War II like I like it for it to become entertaining. But if you like it like I do, it becomes entertaining. The movie, on the other hand, its basic goal is to be entertaining, and it's doing its job. I mean, it's not for the faint of heart, though. There's people getting shot, corpses, explosions, sniping. Even there's one part where there's sexual content. But if you're 18 plus, go for it. This movie is actually really good. And it teaches you about the Russian sides of war. I mean, World War II wasn't just about, oh, the American beating the Nazi Germany. No, it was also about the Russian fighting for their life. And there were a lot of fronts, not just the Western Front, but the Eastern Front, the African Front, the Italian Front. I mean, if these things can teach people about World War II, I mean, go for it. People don't know enough about World War II. People don't know enough about history in general.